Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Cancer reading. The new moon is occurring tomorrow in the early hours on the west coast of the U.S. It will be opposing Pluto and making favorable aspects to Neptune and Uranus. So this is really supporting our ability to cleanse, to experience the range of emotions that the healing journey we've been on for the last 18 years has brought to us. And this is also in preparation for not only most of the planets moving retrograde, but for preparation for the changes we're getting ready to make. So let's pull your overall energy for this new moon, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is really about you harnessing this positive flow of emotional experience. And this emotional experience is not simply about feeling good. It is more deeply about the willingness, the vulnerability in allowing yourself to experience the range of emotions and feelings that have accrued to you through your experiences. So this is making this last final retrograde of, almost final retrograde of Pluto most useful for you, because you are allowing these experiences to wash through you to heal these experiences of the past, in many cases challenging experiences. And it's also helping you to release all of these old dead energies that may have clung to you for decades, depending on your age, and that serve no purpose in your life. In fact, holding on to these emotions, particularly these negative emotions, can be keeping you from experiencing the changes, the new love that is coming, new opportunities coming in for you. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the Strength card indicates that you have been through it. That's confirmation from someone from the street who is expressing himself. I hope it's not bothering you or preventing you from hearing me. The Strength card is really this ability to learn the soft strength, to get in touch with the soft power that you are experiencing as you mature, as you have gained in your ability to support others without the expectation of support back in exact measure, but at the same time knowing that all efforts you make towards healing and supporting come back to you in some form or another. So this is the maturity to know when to continue to persevere despite outer signs of no progress, of ongoing challenge, of things just continuously coming up as obstacles for you as you move forward. Because this is in the 10th house, this can talk about your working experience, your community experience, as well as the way others see you as hard driving, disciplined, hard working, but a gentleness exists within you. And that is what you are now recognizing you've gained from the challenges you've experienced. The first house, we have the Eight of Swords. This is 2 8s, so this is very much about your processing the breadth of experience, of challenging experience you've had. And that is learning the lessons, gaining the truths from those experiences can be overwhelming for you. They can actually be increasing your anxiety. However, because you are piercing these truths of some experiences that didn't seem to have much value other than the slog through, You are allowing yourself to face the truths of these experiences, and you have the capacity to see the lessons you've learned from these experiences, so that your anxiety about persevering without any apparent reward is coming through your ability to give yourself the things that you need, to realize that you have the ability to gift yourself with whatever it is that you often look to others for. In the fourth house, we have the Three of Swords, and this is further emphasizing this beautiful experience you're having where you are recognizing your patterns and recognizing your behaviors, your actions, your words that in many ways gave your power away. And one does that in a variety of ways. One is in offering love to an inappropriate partner or opportunity. It can also be in blaming others for experiences you have or things that you do or don't do because of something someone said or something did, particularly as a pattern in the past. That mere exercise in blame totally obfuscates your responsibility in a situation. And that is precisely what you are coming to heal. You're recognizing that the choice to villainize someone who has perhaps truly oppressed you or done you wrong, you're now realizing that you're not the only victim, and that in fact you're only a victim if you don't meet the challenge, learn the lesson, and proceed on to those things that you want, to your victories. And those victories you're perfectly capable of giving to yourself. The seventh house, the house of your significant relationships, the Three of Wands, indicates that you are looking to your future. You are healing the past and you're cleansing away the emotions, the range of emotions. You're also allowing the positive emotions of growth, of self-care, of attending to the things, putting your attention on ways in which you are empowered to change your situation, has you refreshing, renewing, and looking to the future with hope and energy around the myriad of opportunities, the possibilities that exist for you moving forward. The Eight of Swords in the first house is clarified by the Seven of Wands in the second house and the Page of Wands in the third house. You are absolutely learning to speak up for yourself. And what's interesting about this is as you have learned your strength, learned your hardworking, disciplined ability to focus and create safety, abundance, and comfort for yourself, you are able to experience the positive emotions of saying no, limiting, setting clear boundaries, saying no effortlessly without passion or venom, and understanding that in fact you are liberating yourself by defining what you can do in the way that you can do it, and only you know that. You have become an expert on your skills, and you're clarifying to others that you're not available for tasks that would fulfill them. You are responsible to your obligations, and you know how to execute those. This knowledge, this ability to be able to speak up for yourself is really rejuvenating your creative gifts, your energy, your desire to grow, to learn new things, to move into new directions. The Three of Swords in the fourth house is clarified by the Five of Wands in the sixth house and the Eight of Swords in the sixth house. This Eight of Swords is a repeat, and that's happening a lot. And I think it's a confirmation of the sense of anxiety and overwhelm you may be experiencing, particularly in your work environment or when you're working with others in any way. So that there may be such a cleansing of truths, of experiences, of emotions, of lessons that you are now allowing yourself to see. You're now courageous enough to face truthfully that you may be constantly overwhelmed with things that you thought were one way, and you are now seeing them differently. You're now finding the truths in things that you thought were intended to just hurt you and cut you down. You're seeing that this is not only an experience you don't share alone, you don't experience alone. We all have similar experiences, but you're also courageous enough to be honest about that experience, what you gained from it, not giving your power to somebody who victimized you. This is important because it is helping you to stay with your commitment to a group. This is helping you to understand your role and your responsibility in a project or in an employment, so that you understand that by being clear about your agreements in any situation, what's working for you, what isn't, what help you need, what support you need, that you are able to find solutions to your problems and solve problems for the group. So this is a tremendous empowerment for you. The Three of Wands in the seventh house is clarified by the Seven of Swords in the eighth house and the Knight of Cups in the 10th house. What is so beautiful about the processing, the healing that you're undergoing, is you are understanding that you are empowered, you are complete, you are whole in such a way that the efforts of others that once blocked you, that once turned you away, that once kept you small, are no longer having that impact on you. In fact, because you are now seeing the efforts at sabotaging you as a validation that you're on to something good, that your ideas are worthy, they're valuable. In fact, they're so valuable, they're threatening to others who don't understand you, are not capable of your global view, are not able to work as intricately with others at the level that you do. And this is opening up again your sense of confidence, and actually you're discovering aspects of yourself that you always felt lacking in. That level of confidence, that ability to share your emotions in a wise way, to open up your compassion in a wise way that supports the people you work with, so that you are not raw by any means, but you've learned enough to know when and how to share your ideas, express your feelings, so that it is productive to the group working together and obtaining its goals. The Strength card in the 10th house is clarified by the Tower in the 11th house and the Eight of Cups in the 12th house. Wow, there is a big event coming up in your life. It is not unpredictable, but the impact of this particular event, this change, it may be a change you're anticipating, is much greater and is providing you with the respite that you're looking for. The way in which an organization or structure that you work within is crumbling, is falling apart. And when I say working within a structure, it's not just about a job you have or an employment or your own business. This is about the way you work within your family structure, the way your family has changed dramatically, The way roles are shifting, the way supports that existed no longer exist. And in fact, you are leading some of the support and infrastructure to your family, your team, whoever you're working with in a way. But you are anticipating moving on. This is part of your plan. This is part of your future. You're excited about this. However, the aspect of moving on is disheartening in some ways because there are many relationships that you are fearful of releasing. And by releasing, I don't mean you're breaking up with anybody. I know that you're aware that all relationships that have value, that are for you, will always be for you, regardless of the proximity of those people. However, you are anticipating moving away from an old situation that you've learned all you can possibly learn from, and you are excited about the possibilities and the opportunities that you're working towards. I hope this is resonating for you, Taurus. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I appreciate all the support that you give me. And I've pulled the Moonstone. And the key word is cycles. I am in the divine flow of my soul rhythms and life cycles. I've also pulled another card previously from the Wild Unknown Archetypes, and the card I pulled is the Poet. And I'm going to read you a brief excerpt from the guidebook, but I'm going to explore this archetype more fully in a short. So, what I wanted to read you was, it's likely there's a poem or poet that was meaningful to you at a young age. Revisit and reread it now. Be open to its message. The poet describes the artist, the witness, the truth teller. Thank you so much, Taurus. Until next time, namaste.